extreme cold.
And there are several ways you can stay warm. For those of you looking for a place, we're at one of them. We're at the Charles Black Recreation Center. There are a few more of lists, and we'll tell you about those coming up.
And all of us are likely to deal with the frigid air, not just today, but into the daytime tomorrow as well. I'll tell you about improvements coming up in the next few days.
You're watching WNDU TV. 16 Morning News starts now.
Well, we start with a weather alert about the deep freeze. Right now, wind chill values across Michiana are anywhere from 35 to 45 below zero. These are extreme conditions that many of us are only going to see once in a lifetime. And we can't stress this enough. Don't go outside unless you absolutely have to. And make sure the pets don't stay out very long. Our team is spread out this morning to make sure you stay safe in the bitter cold. Joshua Short is standing by at the Charles Black Warming Center in South Bend. We're also going to hear from Melissa Stevens with how to stay safe if you need to head outside. But we need to get right to David Harker. He's in the Storm Team 16 Weather Lab. David, a lot of us don't really see anything like this very often.
Yeah, you're right, Tricia. The last time many of us remember seeing the extreme cold, 2014, but it was even colder back in 1994, and a lot of millennials probably don't even remember those type of temperatures. I do remember those, yet I'm on sort of the upper end of the millennials, the early 80s. Yeah, I remember those type of temperatures in the 90s, and boy, schools were shut down. We saw a lot of snow then in 94 too. Let's get into our forecast where we find conditions right now quite frigid. It shows 15 degrees below zero in South Bend, 11 degrees below zero in neighboring Elkhart, and 13 degree below zero readings Plymouth, Warsaw, Goshen. You get a little help if you're up in St. Joe Benton Harbor, maybe from the temperature, but not from the lake effect snow showers. Those continue to fall, continue to pile up. It's going to be blowing around. It's going to be terrible on the roads up in southwest lower Michigan. And the further north you go along the lakeshore, maybe you're heading toward Grand Rapids today, it's going to be a complete mess. Whiteout conditions, take it slow. We'll talk about 16 Doppler max in just a moment. Feel like temperatures out there, wind chill values are what they're called in the meteorological world. We're upwards of 35 to 45 degrees below zero. It takes minutes, literally minutes, less than 10 minutes to be exact, to be overcome by frostbite. So don't go outside with exposed skin if you don't have to. 16 Doppler max there, the snow showers north of the state line, and they continue to reduce visibility. You notice that by the darker grays and the whites showing up Berrien, Van Buren, and Cass counties. All across the area, basically north of the state line, but more specifically north of US 12, up to 94, is just a complete mess. Don't go out if you don't have to today. We will have warmer days to come. In fact, I want to know your warm, happy place that's on your mind right now. Head over to my meteorologist, David Harker, WNDU Facebook page. Let's think happy thoughts and nice hot food for later on today. We'll talk more about our forecast here in about 10 minutes.
So important to think warm thoughts, and especially for some people that are without power. This is a breaking news story we're learning about right now. Hundreds of people are without power in our area. Folks, that is quite dangerous when we look at these kind of temperatures. NIPSCO is reporting around 400 outages in Middlebury. 75 people are out in Shipshewana. About 80 I&M customers are without electricity near St. Patrick's County Park, and that's in St. Joseph County. As we've mentioned, this is a big concern with the extreme cold. We will keep following these outages. We'll let you know when we get an update. I have learned word that LaGrange County Sheriff's Department is providing a warming center for those folks without power in LaGrange County. We're going to stay on top of this story because this is dangerous cold when we talk about these kind of temperatures. With the bitter cold, South Shore has suspended all trains for the day. It's chilly out there, not a good idea to be out on the roads either. So if you still have to work, though, we want to show you a look at the road conditions across northern Indiana. These counties in orange are under a travel watch. This means conditions are threatening. You should only go out if absolutely necessary. Elkhart and LaGrange counties are shown here in the yellow. This is the lowest level of travel advisory. Now, we have hundreds of schools and businesses closed for the day because of the extreme cold. We were talking before the show started, our producer and I, over 600. We have that long list running at the bottom of your screen. You can also view the entire list if you want to at our website or WNDU.